Hey there, it's Lauren with Gear Cleaning Solutions. In this video, we'll be doing an advanced inspection on the boots. Whether your boots are made out of leather or rubber or any other material, you want to make sure you give them a thorough inspection. With that said, the key components to look for when inspecting the boots are label durability and legibility, loss of seam integrity, delamination, broken or missing stitches, closure system component damage and functionality if you have combination boots with zippers or other closures, excessive tread wear, condition of lining for tears, excessive wear and separation from outer layer, heel counter cup failure, and loss of water resistance. First, we'll start with the label. You want to make sure the boot has a label and that the label is legible. Two components that must be included in the label are the serial number and a manufacture date that is less than 10 years old. Once we ensure the label is good, we'll move on to the outside of the boot. Check the seams to make sure there are no broken or missing stitches and that the overall seam integrity is intact. Look for any discoloration, charring, melting, abrasion, or any obvious damage to the material. The pull handles are one of the only things you can actually repair on the boot. You want to make sure those are still fully attached. Make sure there are no missing stitches and pull on the handles to ensure they are securely connected. If you have combination structural and technical rescue boots with zippers or another type of closure, make sure that this system is functioning properly and is not damaged. Next, let's check the sole of the boot. Look for excessive tread wear. Check the lugs to make sure there's enough traction left in them. If they're too worn down, it's time to retire the boots. You also need to check the toe cap for damages. Look for any major damages and check for any metal showing through. If any metal shows at all, the boots need to be retired. The heel counter is the rigid piece inside the heel of the boot. Its purpose is to give support to the ankle. Normal wear and tear from taking the boots on and off will sometimes cause the heel counter to break. If it's broken or worn down, it's time for new boots. It's crucial for the heel counter to function properly in order to prevent rolling the ankle. Lastly, you want to check the liner of the boot. Pull on the fabric in a few different spots inside the boot. Make sure it's fully attached and doesn't come out, which is referred to as an inverting liner. Once you're done inspecting the outside of the boot, it's time to inspect the moisture barrier. There are two different methods you can use to do this. Let's go check them out. The first method is to fill the boot up to the ankle. Let the water sit for 20 minutes, and then test to see if there is any leakage around the boot. If there is a leak in the boot, water may seep through the seams or around the base of the shoe. The second method for checking the moisture resistance of the boot is to stick a tissue inside of the boot and then submerge the outside of the boot into the water. With this method, you're checking to see if any water comes inside the boot from the outside. If the tissue gets wet, there is a leak in the boot and it needs to be retired. Let's go over that one more time. When inspecting the boots, you want to look for these components: label durability and legibility, loss of seam integrity, delamination, broken or missing stitches, closure system component damage and functionality, excessive tread wear, condition of linings for tears, excessive wear, and separation from outer layer, heel counter cup failure, and loss of water resistance. And that's how you inspect the boots.